Hey guys, what's up? This is Mr. Randall. I'm taking you through an assignment that you guys are going to be working on this week. So just so you guys know, um, let's see. I worked on this assignment with Mr. Kassler, Ms. Sapansky, and Mr. Schuhart. They may or may not use this video. Their assignments might look a little different, but the tasks are all inherently going to be the same. So if you're watching this video from another class, I'm Mr. Randall. What's up? If you're in my class, let's begin. So this week's unit is on the world in 1300, America and Oceania. So, and you're going to find out what those are if you don't know what they are yet. So anyhow, we begin with, the learning targets and what the assessment is. It says see below step 4. And your lesson may or may not have a daily plan, but here's mine. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They're always going to have an assigned or estimated time limit, as we can see here. So again, you can write on these documents to answer the questions. It makes it a lot easier for us if you do that, because then we can see evidence of progress. So please do that. So if you look here, you can click these links. These are all clickable links. You click on that, you answer these questions for step 1. Very simple, very easy beginning assignment or task. Oops. Step 2, view this PowerPoint. So a majority of what you're going to be reading is going to be this PowerPoint that was put together by Ms. Sapansky and Mr. Schuhart. And you can kind of go through, and this is part 1, the Americas. You can go through and look at the individual characteristics. There might be images or links in some of these PowerPoints. We suggest that you look at those. But we thought it would be easier for the sake of time for you guys to just read through the PowerPoint and get the information that way, rather than reading and then also having a PowerPoint. And then step 3, I continue working with this PowerPoint. So there's actually 2 separate PowerPoints, one for Oceania and the other one for the Americas. So you click on this one and you find out about the different groups and regions and the context and makeup, because in both cases you have all these different indigenous peoples that have different complex cultures. And kind of the whole point of this lesson, if we go back to the learning targets, or what we're trying to do, is we're trying to have you understand the different characteristics of the indigenous peoples from America and Oceania, and also to highlight some of the differences as well. And so you go through these, and actually step 4 basically is an assessment piece. And basically what we want you to do is develop something about, develop some sort of cogent argument, or pick 3 of these civilizations and discuss some of the things that are going on via a conversation with another person. So let's say it's myths about them you want dispelled, because a lot of people believe certain things. Like a lot of times with indigenous people in the United States, people say, oh well, yeah, they tend to think of them as like the myth of like what they see in black and white movies, like with the cowboys and the Indians. And of course there's nothing could be further from the truth. There's no unified culture like that of the indigenous persons. Adaptations they made to their environment, unique original cultural characteristics. So, they all relied on different types of food sources, perhaps, living domiciles, which would be their origins and settlements. And also did they travel around? Did they not travel around? For that product that you make at the end, there's a couple different things that you could do. You can make a short video of your own, a script of 150 words or more, if you just want to write a script out. That's how you're comfortable. You can make some TikToks or series of TikToks that explain these. I think it'd be kind of cool. They might reach the old kids, as they say, the old kids. A song parody or a short play, that might be interesting as well. Or a comic strip of 9 or more panels. That could be done either drawn or digitally, which means on the computer. So anyhow, we have a little rubric down here about how we would measure that and what you could do to get a grade. And as you can see, for those who want to get an A grade, you want to really shoot to kind of deal with all the 3 civilizations from the part of the world that we talked about. That also explains the myths, adaptations, characteristics, origins, and settlements if you're shooting for that A grade. Now, if you're a person that is shooting for a C grade, then you just got to do a couple of these pretty good, and then kind of mention the other 2. I mean, I don't shoot for a C, just shoot for an A. Don't listen to what I just said about the other part. Bonus activity enrichment. So you have down here, there's all these different links. That's if you want to find out more about a certain tribal group that you picked. Yeah, so that's basically it. In the classroom, there's going to be an assignment for the Google Doc. Click on the Google Doc, and then below there'll be a place where you turn in the assessment. So there'll be 2 Google Classroom boxes. So make sure you turn in the work done on this one. You fill it in the Google document, whatever your document looks like. And for the second one, make sure you turn in the assessment piece. That's it for me. And as always, don't count your corn early.